rapids are really loud. So, okay, there's not as much freedom as far as streaming through the PlayStation. So I have no way of knowing how loud my voice is. Some things I just can't test as easily. And I have no idea how I just leveled it up. I did absolutely nothing. So if I'm too loud or the game volume is too loud and so forth, I'll do what I can, but I think we're kind of stuck with how this is set, so I'll do the best I can to help. But at any rate, welcome back, and I was doing this series on my computer. Things just haven't been working out as far as headset, internet, and so forth. Videos. Right now our bandwidth is terrible. What's going on? Of course, that's a small problem compared to something we're dealing with, so definitely not complaining. But the reality is, I just can't really put a lot of content up right now. But streaming seems to be okay. I mean, I'm not sure what the quality you're looking at is, but hopefully it's alright. And I'm just kind of like doing a bunch of bullcrap while I'm talking to you, so yeah, I can only see your comments in front of me during the VR session, so I won't be able to see who comes and goes. So if you enter and you want me to know, just give a shout out, and when you're here, I will certainly greet you. So let's get to it. I need my longbow here. I don't know where Hadbeer was around, but I guess he's already gone. So what we're going to do is not noticing it. Oh, Hadbeer was gone. I guess he is gone. What in the world was that? Alright, I don't know what the heck that was, but okay. Why in the world? What's going on here? Seriously? Nothing wrong with it. What the hell? That's weird. Oh, nope. Aw, right in your nose. Sorry, puppers. Come here. By the way, you might hear my dog. You go drink a potion up there on the floor? Okay. Let's switch these guys. Okay. Oh, another one. Oh, no, that's... I guess... Wait, who's up there? Not English at all. Hadbeer up there? I gotta get away from this rapid that's very loud in my ear. Let me, oops. Guess I might as well level up. Okay, let's see. Oh, first level. So, stamina. Started. Let's get the first point of sneak. Oh, my dog is climbing, but he's climbing something. Get out of there. He's just bound and determined to cause trouble. Apologize. He's a little scam. It's restless. It's been, weather's been weird. There's a full moon, so it doesn't help things. Anybody that has dogs or cats I don't know if cats are as effective. I'm not as familiar about cats. But dogs are definitely effective. And when it rains really hard too, that gets them kind of a funk. So get them a little skittish. Okay, so collecting the flowers. And these are our potions and potions. Let's see what's around here. Oh. Yeah, I like smooth movement like this. Faster the better. When I played my first VR game, it was absolutely awful. It was Resident Evil 7. When I first got the headset, or the system, and I got violently ill. And I didn't even realize it at first. I played through most of the beginning of the game, and actually to about where the video I already posted, if you watched it, I got to about where I stopped in that one, and I kid you not, I didn't even realize how sick I was getting until I took the headset off, and I kind of broke into like a cold sweat, but I wasn't feeling dizzy or, I don't know, it just kind of crept up on me, and I was sick for maybe 2 hours after that. I was just sitting at the kitchen bar, just kind of with my head in my hands, trying to get unsick, if that makes any sense. And, so yeah, but I was really upset at first because I love VR. I mean, it's awesome. And I was just thinking, man, I have motion sickness or something, and there's no way I'll be able to play it. And I got really depressed about it. So I was looking up online to see if maybe I could take some of that medicine that helps with motion sickness. And the thing I read said that that was an option, but it said to keep trying to play more games, little by little. They kind of likened it to when you're seasick and you have to get your sea legs, and they called it VR legs, of course. And they were right. I mean, the more that you expose yourself to it, you start to get, well, I mean, I guess if you're lucky and you don't have horrible motion sickness, that doesn't go away. But fortunately for me, I got used to it. Now, I will say Borderlands 2 in VR, which I play on occasion, I can't play that for too long because it moves so fast that even that makes me a little dizzy even now. But anyway, enough about that. Sorry, I'm running on a little bit. Had a lot of caffeine today. Okay, so let us proceed.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrow.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother.
Great.
If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
There, chicken.
You'll see. It was a dragon. It'll kill us all, and then you'll believe me.
Ah, what are you...
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me.
You're a
She's
floating
already
chicken.
Mine, I keep telling him.
I'm not concerned about my love
You
life.
look like a traveler. Someone that has seen faraway places and heard new stories.
Far away is up the hill, yeah, sure. Okay, so... Oh, wait, is it? It looks like I guess it is nighttime. It's awful bright for the nighttime. Oh, there's the moon that wasn't big enough to crash into the mountain. Oh, okay, I can go in here. So I'm way behind in this game. I couldn't remember where I was. How far I had progressed.
Sigrid, we have company.
I guess I'm kind of, I'm going a little backwards. My series left off. This first episode.
Hadvar, we've been so
fine.
worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Okay, excuse me. Take my seat.
Now then, boy, what's the big mystery?
Hmm.
What are you doing here
what you
looking
could
like
say.
you lost an argument with a cave bear?
I don't know where to start. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' escort. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
Ah, the words.
A dragon? That's ridiculous.
Dragon.
You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. I'm glad to help however I can. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. But I need your help. We need your help.
Ah, I need yours. Why can't
The
I?
Jarl needs
no,
to know
I
if
need
there's
that
a
stuff.
dragon on the loose. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruff in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can.
Do you think you have enough
If you'll do that for me,
heads?
I'll
on
be
your
in your debt.
wall? Okay, wait. Supplies.
Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can.
Okay, about
Help
that.
yourself to whatever you need, within reason.
I was trying to. Okay, so take that. Actually, I don't. Well, I could sell it. I was gonna say I don't really need that because you can't see in VR. You don't see your character. You can't really look at yourself. So clothes in VR is they're kind of pointless. So let's take everything. We'll look at it later. Sort it out later. Okay, so.
I
Alvar, did you
Whoa.
really see a dragon? What did it look like? Did it have big teeth?
Hush, child.
Hello.
Don't pester your cousin.
Doing a little night smithing. Okay.
It's nice to be back in a
Whoa.
friendly spot, huh? What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire is what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
Let's see. I thought dragons were all dead long ago.
So did I. If the damn Stormcloak somehow found one, or woke it up, the war might be about to take
Hey.
an ugly turn.
Kid.
Hard to believe it was just a coincidence that the first dragon anyone's seen for centuries attacks just as Ulfric was about to be executed.
That is interesting. Who were those other prisoners?
Oh, you didn't know? That was Ulfric's Stormcloak and his top lieutenants.
I've asked you. He's a traitor of some kind?
Right, the leader of the Stormcloaks. They claim to be fighting for Skyrim's freedom, but the war is really all about Ulfric wanting to be High King of Skyrim.
And who are the Stormcloaks?
You haven't heard of the civil war in Skyrim? I guess down in Cyrodiil, people have other things to worry about. It's pretty simple.
Like my sort of
Ulfric
roles.
founded the Stormcloaks years ago as a sort of private army to advance his ambitions. He's always used the ban on the worship of Talos to stir people up against the Empire. He never succeeded in getting much support, so a few months ago he murdered the High King. That got the Empire's attention.
How do I get to Whiterun?
Just head
from
north,
here?
you can't miss it. It's the capital of Whiterun Hold, the biggest and the best of the 9 holds of Skyrim.
Cool.
But don't take my word for it.
Okay.
Be careful on the way to Solitude.
Will do.
Damn Stormcloaks could be anywhere.
Those damn Stormcloaks. Alright, what time is it? No. 9 p.m. Alright, let's take a nap. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay here. Not yet, anyway. Alright, so let's sleep. Take a little bit of a nap. It's awful dark. Ooh, slaughterfish.
Stay
Yeah.
sharp.
Okay. Wow, he's cool looking. You got some big mouth, some big teeth. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, so we have to go to the... Hello.
Take what you need, my friend. Within reason,
I
of course.
took all your stuff already. Why don't you blind? Just don't... That's cool. Don't move.
Well, one of us has to do something.
Yeah?
I said no. No adventures, no
Last
theatrics,
time on
no thief chasing.
Their ways to play Skyrim.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done
Maybe
talking
you could talk
about
some
this.
sense into my pig-headed
Oh.
brother.
Wait.
A customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
Hello. Can I cook anything yet? Awful hungry. No. Oh, okay. So it's pheasant roast. Let's grab it hunch. Okay. Cool.
Well, I don't know what you
moving very
overheard, but
fast.
the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop. The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store.
Did something happen?
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in.
No.
We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing.
Which?
An
was-
ornament. Solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
I'm just kidding, I know.
You
I can help
could?
get that back.
I've got some coin coming
I
in
can
from
help
my
you
last
talk.
shipment.
Can you
It's
keep that
yours
up?
if you bring my claw back.
Sure.
Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town.
Okay.
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Meh.
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
No, I'm good, actually.
Well,
I've been there.
No, by the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
Awesome cheese wheel. I can't get up there.
The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back to normal.
Okay, relax. What have you got for sale?
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
How about you show me? Okay, so... Alright, now I don't want to see what you have. I want to give you things. Okay, so we... I'm gonna lose... Well, I don't need the extra bow, that's for sure. I'll keep the sword for now until I get another dagger. Get rid of the clothes. We don't need them. Let's see. Necklace. I don't need a shield because I'm not going to be a shield guy. What else we got? So, I don't really use magic potions. I don't really use stamina potions, especially not when I'm an archer class. Wine. I don't need to carry around a whole lot of... I don't do a whole lot with food either. I'll keep the haunch and the roast because that's good. Keep the red apples because I can make a stew. Get rid of the flour. And the wine. Okay, so... I keep all my alchemical ingredients stuck and put them away. Sell the tome. And let's sell this. I'm not gonna do any... Well, I might do a little smithing, but light smithing. Just making... Mainly just making arrows, probably. Sell the ingot and keep the picks. Okay.
Till next time.
Yep. Till next time it is. Okay, so... We have what we need.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings.
You can see it. Do you have extra things? Oh, there it is. No, I'm just stupid. Alright, I'm not waiting for you because you're very slow.
Those thieves must be mad hiding out there.
Hello again. Chicken. Alright. She's still talking, but I'm just going to keep moving. I know the way. I've played games before. Because I like to play. Oh, whoa. Glitch in the Matrix. Birds disappeared. Alright, I'm pretty sure there's usually a hawk around here somewhere. Hawks are very good because you can get feathers from them. Oh, there we go. Right there, little guy. Oh, and you're in your nest. Even better. Oh. No, I don't think so. Kidding me. Oh. I can't remember. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. There's a honk. Or severely interrupted. Actually, did I? I don't think I have. Yeah, I have resist. Okay. Yes, as a mobile elf, I have natural resistance. And animal. Can't remember how to use powers as well as here. Okay. Just salvage you. Just feathers. Feathers are good for cure disease. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Which is pretty cool because you don't need potions. Oh, I can see. Alright, so we're going to make our way to Bleak Falls, Nevada. The mountain. Just running everywhere. I just wanted to see something. No, not at all. No. Okay. So I'm in trouble here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So you can get a little... It wasn't letting me do it in the shop. No, it probably doesn't look like much when you're just watching. You're not actually in the headset, but that is so cool. Love everything about this. I've been a huge Elder Scrolls fan ever since. I can't say I was into it before Morrowind, but Morrowind was my first, kind of my introduction, and I absolutely adored that game. Played it for thousands of hours, and of course Oblivion came out, and I was all over that. But I'm really excited about Elder Scrolls 6 when it comes out in the next 4 or 5 years. Who knows? Maybe sooner than that, I'm not sure. I'm not trying to get my hopes up too high. Great way to get free arrows because they don't run out, which is kind of cheesy, but kind of side benefit of that is that you get to just let them fire at you forever and just appear as they fall. I'm not sure how many fall before they disappear. First guy, first like, and now I'm sucking really bad. Right, your problem. Okay. There we go. Thank you. I'm trying not to move too fast because I don't know if it's going to make you guys sick watching it. To move around a lot very quickly, so said, if that starts to disorient you, there's already in town. My goodness, I'm speaking today. If that kind of disorients you a little bit, just let me know and I'll try to chill on it. Sword. Just prefer daggers. Faster. Don't have the skill with them, I or yet, but alright, there's a little bit of hawk, I think, here. Actually, I think I'm gonna kill the music. For two reasons. First, because I don't really get struck playing music. I usually turn it off just because I know YouTube doesn't play with that kind of stuff, so I don't. Actually, I'm surprised I didn't turn it off before. But also, because it's a distraction, it's another noise that's not necessary. Where is this hawk? I thought it was in this. I don't know. I'll probably see it. See anything right now. I don't know how it's snowing through the walls, but okay. I'll go with it. You there? Guess not. Oh my goodness, I just walked right off the edge of there. That would not have been good at all. Ooh. Scary stuff. Okay. Oh. Let me get the stealth points. You don't see nothing. What was that? And one more for the kill. Phew. Ooh, snowflakes suspended in midair. Cool. Alright, just a second. I'm going to check and make sure I'm going to be cheesing any of this. I usually play everything right smack in the middle. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm going to have to adapt. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure because I don't like playing things on easy. I might not go crazy, insane level, but so I'm going to take all cabbage because apple cabbage stew is some of the best kind of stew. Primarily just a food that's pretty much what I make. It's not very interesting, but I don't really worry about other kind of recipes unless I'm playing survival mode. That's survival modded mode. Alright, so I'm not going to take that because the sell value with my current bartering skill is probably not good anyway, but yeah, I can do that too. Worried about it. Oh, yeah, okay. Move that one first. I like to clean up after myself. Awesome. I'm just curious, what looks like the body? Come here, I must test it. Let me to borrow your silver for a moment. Maybe. Okay, never mind. Thanks for nothing. I do not see this hole. He made a liar out of me. That's a bummer. More hot coverage is better. Pretty neat. Can't see a thing. What have you? Gold arrows. Sir, do you mind? Kindly die, please. Thank you. I cannot. Come here. Loot you. I can't carry anybody. I guess they didn't let you move bodies. It's cool that you can move objects. Alright. Time to go inside. It's dark and foreboding gates. Let's go play. Take a little break. I'll load screen here. Dun, 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 dun. Check it out. Oh, okay. Awesome. One thing this game definitely does is it makes you feel cold. Just the atmosphere they create. I mean, you gotta give Bethesda. Yeah, whatever they are. You gotta give the ability to speak props. You have to give Bethesda some props because it's pretty solid, I gotta say. And the computer versions aren't without their glitches. Actually, the console, I mean, they patch it pretty quickly, but overall, pretty impressive work. I'm so excited for Doom Eternal.
So on ahead, let it. Better than us, risking our necks.
By the way, I apologize to anybody who's been posting. I try to watch everything everybody posts, all the buds, which is actually a list that's ever growing. So my Twitter gaming family, I call them. I try to watch everybody's stuff, but right now I'm kind of avoiding the Doom Eternal content, so I apologize. I want to give you guys the views and definitely going to give you the likes and such, but I'm going to wait until after I play it, and then I fully intend to go back and watch the vids, catch up on all the ones I missed. So, like I said, I apologize in advance, because I like to do my part and give you guys all the stats. And I enjoy watching content. So there's that too. Okay. Let's put that in health. Go with the sneak for now. Stuck back here. This is just the kind of place you get stuck. Just trying to squeeze behind stuff that I really shouldn't. I'm notorious for getting stuck in them.
Must be my imagination.
Unfortunately, if you're not using computers, many of you know, you can't just conveniently type the console and open the console and clip yourself out of wherever you're stuck. Sir, That's not very nice. Oh well. That will teach you to be bandits. Oh, free arrow. Always like a free arrow. Do I have an axe? One up somewhere? No. It's a good thing to have though. I need firewood to make arrows, I believe. Not much mistaken. Alright, let's take a nap first. Make sure I'm well rested. I feel rested. Yeah, unlock, yep. Nope, wait. Slow down. There we go. Take all the goodies. Let's see, even fire feels warm. Maybe I'm just a big dork. I'm just imagining all this stuff. I do have a very vivid imagination. That always helps. Ew, gross. Spider webs. What's in here? Ooh, goodies. Is that a stamina potion? I just got done saying I do not take. I do not take you. You go away. I would sell it, but yeah. Cash really isn't hard to come by. Well, coins, sorry, isn't really hard to come by in these games. So, plenty of stuff that's valuable. Don't have to carry around a whole lot of junk. I should be looting these guys because stupid tails are good at alchemy. So, I'm not going to go back for any of them, but I really should be picking them up. No. Nothing back there. Over here. Oh. Nah, fall on my head. Like I said. What's all flying around? Is it just dust and pebbles? Or is that bugs? I don't think bugs. Okay. Now I remember this guy right here. I do remember this part. Kind of have to, you can wait for him to hit this lever and he kind of gets himself all messed up. Yep, he triggers the booby trap. Such a boob. But then, I remember one time I came a little too close and he attacked me. And that guy is strong. He was really hard to take down. So, word to the wise, if you ever do play this, if you haven't yet, or if you never were lucky and unlucky enough to engage this guy, he's pretty tough. I would recommend, unless you want a fight that you're probably gonna die this early in the game, I would let that guy be. Because he messed up my day. Yay, with an admitted entrance. I sound like a total idiot. Babbling over myself. Okay, healing potion. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Alright. Okay. What's next? Spiraling staircase. This. Oh, thief book. Oh, we got a skill. Alright. Thief by Revan? Of Knights of the Old Republic, Revan? If the reader has not yet had the pleasure of reading the first volume in the series on the life of Eslaf Errol, Beggar, he should close this book immediately, for I shan't recap. I'll read it anyway. I will tell you this much, gentle reader. When we last saw Eslaf, he was a boy, an orphan, a failed beggar, running through the wild winter woods of Skyrim, away from his home of Errolgard. He continued running, stopping here and there for many more years, until he was a young man. Eslaf discovered that among the ways of getting food, asking for it was the most troublesome. Far easier was finding it in the wilderness, or taking it from unguarded market stalls. The only thing worse than begging to get food was begging for the opportunity to work for the money to buy it. That seemed needlessly complicated. No, as far as Eslaf was concerned, he was best off being a scavenger, a beggar, and a thief. He committed his first act of thievery shortly after leaving Erlgard, while in the southern woods of Tambakar, in the rugged land near Mount Jensen, just east of the village of Hordbreld. Hordbreld? You butchered that one, excuse me. Eslaf was starving, having not eaten anything but a rather scrawny raw squirrel in 4 days, and he smelled meat cooking, and then found the smoke. A band of minstrel bards was making camp. He watched them from the bushes as they cooked, and joked and flirted and sang. He could have asked them for some food, but so many others had refused him before. Instead, he rushed out, grabbed a piece of meat from the fire, and wincing from the burn, scrambled up the nearest tree to devour it, while the bard stood under him and laughed. "What is your next move, thief?" giggled a fair, red-headed woman who was covered with tattoos. "How do you intend to disappear without us catching and punishing you?" As the hunger subsided, Eslaf realized she was right. The only way to get out of the tree without falling in their midst was to take the branch down to where it hung over a creek. It was a drop of a cliff of about 50 feet. That seemed like the wisest strategy, so Eslaf began crawling in that direction. "You do know how to fall, boy," called out a young Khajiit. But if you... Yeah, I messed up the voice. The Khajiit are cats. Oh, fail. But a few years older than Eslaf, thin but muscular, graceful in his slightest movements. "If you don't, you should just climb down here and take what's coming to you. It's idiotic to break your neck when we just give you some bruises and send you on your way." Of course I know how to fall, Eslaf called back, but he didn't. He just thought the trick of falling was to know nothing underneath you. To what nothing? But to what? To what? Have nothing underneath you. I shouldn't try to read this while I'm barely able to speak. And let nature take its course. But 50 feet up when you're looking down is enough to give anyone pause. "I'm sorry to doubt your abilities, Master Thief," said the Khajiit, grinning. "Obviously you know how to fall feet first with your body straight, but loose to avoid cracking like an egg. It seems you are destined to escape us." Eslaf wisely followed the Khajiit's hints, and leapt into the river, falling without much grace, but without hurting himself. In the years that followed, he had to make several more drops from even greater heights, usually after a theft, sometimes without water beneath them, and he improved the basic technique. When he arrived in the western town of... I turned the page too fast. Western town of Jelenheim, on the morning of his 21st birthday, it didn't take him long to find out who was the richest person, most deserving of being burgled. An impregnable palace in a park near the center of town was owned by a mysterious young man named Soibud. Eslaf wasted no time in finding the palace and watching it. A fortified palace he had come to learn was like a person, with quirks and habits beneath its hard shell. It was not an old place. Evidently whatever money this Soibud had came into was fairly recent. It was regularly patrolled by guards, implying that the rich man was fearful of being burgled, with good reason. The most distinctive feature of the palace was its tower, rising 100 feet above the stone walls, doubtless giving the occupant a good defensive view. Eslaf did something. What did he do? Ha! Oh, that's what Eslaf did. Okay. Eslaf's controller went dead. Okay. Well, my controller went dead. So, Eslev did what? What page were we on? Eslev guessed that the Soybert was as paranoid as he guessed him to be. The tower would also provide a view of the palace storehouse. The rich man would want to keep an eye on his fortune. That meant that the loot couldn't be directly beneath the tower, but somewhere in the courtyard within the walls. The light in the tower shone all night long, so Eslev boldly decided the best time to burgle was by the light of day, when Soybert must sleep. That would be the time the guards would least expect a thief to pounce. And so, when the noon sun was shining over the palace, Eslev quickly scaled the wall near the front gate and waited. Hidden in the crenellations. I've never hidden in a crenellation before. The interior courtyard was plain and desolate with few places to hide, but he saw that there were two wells. One the guards used from time to time to draw up water and slake their thirst. But Eslev noticed that guards would pass by the other well, never using it. He waited until the guards were distracted just for a second by the arrival of a merchant in a wagon bearing goods for the palace. While they were searching his wagon, Eslev leapt elegantly, feet first, from the wall into the well. It was not a particularly soft landing, for, as Eslev had guessed, the well was not full of water, but gold. Still, he knew how to roll after a fall, and he didn't hurt himself. In the dank subterranean storehouse, he stuffed his pockets with gold, and was about to go to the door which he assumed would lead to the tower, when he noticed a gem the size of an apple, worth more than all the gold that was left. Eslev found room for it down his pants. Well, the door did indeed lead to the tower, and Eslev followed its curving stairwell up. Walking quietly but quickly at the top, he found the master of the palace's private quarters, ornate in gold, and invaluable artwork and decorative swords and shields on the walls. Eslev assumed the snoring lump under the sheets was Soybert, but he didn't investigate too closely. He crept to the windows and looked out. It was going to be difficult to fall, for certain. He needed to jump from the tower, past the walls, and hit the tree on the other side. The tree branches would hurt, but they would break his fall, and there was a pile of hay he had left under the tree to prevent further injury. Eslev was about to leap when the occupant of the room woke up with a start, yelling, "My gem!" Eslev stared at him for a second, wide-eyed. They looked alike, not surprising since they were brothers. Eslev Errol's story is continued in the book Warrior. Oh, come on. So I gotta find the other book? Oh man, what a letdown. You could have warned me in the beginning that it wasn't gonna end. Alright. Okay, well. Alright. Well, there you have it. Let's see. What do I get for my trouble? Oh, that was really painful to get through. I don't know how many of you tuned out or how many of you were here in the first place, but hopefully you stuck around. Tripped the right tongue like it was made of splintered wood. I hear something. Oh, I forgot about you guys. Oh! Where? Are you sure? You guys are not going to kill me. I probably have or some disease, though. What? Oh, this is it. See, he, like, chipped on my arrow. Oh, my goodness, coming out of the back of his neck. No wonder. That's very violent. But they are Oh, I forgot about this.
Is that you, Hartnir? Bjorn? Soling? I know I recommend it wrong, but I need help.
He needs help. What you got for me? 8 gold? Thank you. Take it. Okay. I think I know where I am in this. Really? Okay. Disembodied hand here. Okay.
No, not again. Help! Keep it away from me! Keep it away from me!
Spider.
Keep it away from me!
Let me see. Take my bow.
Don't let it get me! Help!
Got it. Nope. Nope.
Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it!
Ooh.
Kill it! Kill it!
Get over here.
Get it away from me! Get it away! Keep it away from me! Kill it! Kill it!
You can't hit me with your own spider, dude. Watch it now. Next I use spider.
Don't let
I
it
won't say
get
I'm
me.
afraid of them, but I definitely don't want to hear me. It's creepy and
Get
wrong.
it away from me! Get it away! Kill it! Kill it!
I'm trying to. Would you relax? Heavy.
Get me!
See, I slid like that into home.
Get me down!
He's safe. I should take the frostbite venom. It's good for adding to my bow. Alright, gold. Crimson first egg stuffs.
Get me!
Oh man, you
Get
are
me
annoying.
down.
Hold on a second.
Get me out of here!
I am on my way.
Help me! Help!
Chill. Just gonna get yourself killed anyway, man.
Get me out of here!
You both know that you're gonna run off. Wait a few more seconds while I get my stuff so you can run away. Go.
You! Over here!
What's up? What was so important? No, I'm kidding. Hello.
You did it! You killed it! Now cut me down before anything else
Why
shows
can't I
up.
see anything?
Cut me down or you'll never get the claw!
Okay, chill.
It's coming loose! I can feel it!
Whoa. Surprised you're complaining.
You
Friggin'.
fool! Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
No, stop. Come back. Why am I? I'm notorious for opening things that's empty. It's a waste of an extra action. It tells you it's empty. Alright. Okay, I think down here. Alright, drag her down here. Really? You're fighting that thing? My goodness.
No!
Oh, I was gonna say. Usually he gets hit by the trap. I've never seen him fight him before. Alright, so let's start. Stealth. Let's spend my hard points on. Right in your melon. And then. Nice. Oh my goodness. He came to investigate. Nothing to see here, pal. Sure. Oh man, right in your butt. Save the level up. Just in case I need the health. That's a little trick I is kind of looking creepy like a potion. Heals you all the way. Right in your head, dude. Bam! Oh, you went down too. You went straight down. Very good. Excuse me, ma'am. Give me points for me. Thank you very much. It's like Grandma giving me my coins. Arvin, give me the claw. Thank you very much. I don't need your journal because all you do is in the journal say what you put in the claw. Got it. I'm well aware of your thievery. Okay. I don't think there's any. Oh my goodness. I just almost dispatched myself. Whew. Oh, yes. He chose poorly. Oh my goodness, no, you're right. Oh, you need to relax. Take a rest. Oh no, don't look over that. One. Oh, dude. Oh, that wasn't even any kind of fair. Whoop. That's pretty cool that it worked. Cute. Uh-oh. Where'd you come from? Ah! You were not supposed to be here, sir. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Oh, there's that level up I need. Whew. Alright, so let me put another 10 in stamina. Stamina. This time. Oh, wait, I don't think I have enough. Oh, man. I went away from backstab. Okay, so instead, let's put this point into. Where am I going? That's all the way around. I could put it in one-handed or archery. My bow does pretty good damage. Like I said, I should put some. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Let's just dual wield. We have dual wield somewhere. Weapons. Yeah, here we go. Oh, they're faster. Oh, okay. What's this one? Power attacks do. Oh, nice. Okay. I guess it can't hurt. Let's do it. Right. Whoa. I'm in the map. Get up the map. Ah! I don't even have my daggers out. Why don't I have my daggers out? What are you doing? Oh no, I'm thinking. Wake up, Ryan. Whoa, man. What are you doing? Oh, you got scared. Come on. Come at me, bro. Come on. Oh, you're just gonna stand there. A little target practice. Nice. Not my fault. Snooze, you lose. Oh, that's cool. He's got like the little frosty bits on there. Kind of like somebody spilled their ice cream all over the place. The frosty bits. It's kind of hard to get the target reticle where you want it sometimes. It's a challenge. Now I know somewhere around here. That's her right there. Yeah, I knew there was a drag over around the corner. Watch it. Man, they freak me out, especially in VR. They still freak you when they get all close to you. It's really creepy. Quiet. There's other drag trying to sleep. Speak. I'm trying and failing to speak. Okay. sir. Oh, crotch shot. Headshot. From the crotch to the head. To the grave. Oh, that went right in her butt. Sorry, ma'am. My manners. Wait. Isn't there another one? Could have sworn. Oh, he killed himself. Be undead for. Oh, personal strength. Carrying capacity. I'll keep that. Can I have my arrow back out of your butt? Thank you. That's more comfortable for you as well. Let's sneak up here and this chest. Thank you. I have a lock to pick. Oh. Whoops. A lock to pick. Pick a lock. Yeah. Gold. Stuff. I have no idea how long I've been streaming. That's another thing I can't see. I can't see much of anything in this helmet, so I have no clue. Probably much longer than anybody's gonna watch. Hope you are still here. If so, I thank you for hanging out with me. I hope it's entertaining. I do try. I haven't seen any comments, but I don't know if it's the same. If it works the same with. I don't know how that works. I hope I can, but. Form was watching the stream one if you're commenting and I'm not seeing them, I apologize. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. Whoa. Ooh. Yeah, slice once, not bad. Trapped anywhere. Alright, let's see if I can get you right in the cojones from here. Bam. Nice. Yeah. Ooh. Nice sneak damage. That. It's a good piece of rotten meat. Webs and stuff. That's gross. Sorry. Uh-oh. I see you. I wonder if I can sneak past him. Let me try. Should I brave it? Take a second to raise my hand there, okay. I have a habit of moving too much when I'm doing VR when I don't have to. In games like this where I use a controller. Relax, man. You don't need to get up for that. You either. I think these guys are a little tough, so I'm not keen on fighting them right. Just oh my goodness, you're right up in my face. I do not like you. I'm just gonna go here. Oh crap. They're moving. If you guys have ever tried this, you'll understand that it is freaky when you have something right up in your face. It kind of fools your brain. I mean, even though you know it's not real, obviously, your brain is kind of fooled into getting flipped out anyway. It's kind of interesting. Your brain makes it real, like the Matrix. Ooh, good ball. Goodbye. I love the bow. It really is my favorite weapon. I wish I could fire from the hip. in 7 Days to Die with that kind of accuracy. That would be awesome. Oh, there, Mr. Oh my goodness. They performed dentistry on you. That tooth hurting you now. I don't know, you're an ancient battle axe. I wouldn't mind an ancient bow sometime. Yeah, get one by now. Just being a little stingy in that regard. Oh, glowing mushrooms. Thank you. What are they good for? Hold on. Curious. I'll grab that level in a second. Glowing mushrooms. Resist shock. Resist shock. Oh my goodness. Sir. Had a bad time mining down here, didn't you? Rapids in Skyrim. No, not this. Natural, whatever they are. Fireball, good. Oh, iron sword of Sparta. Sparta. Myself for coin. Lots of coin. I feel like I'm in the Witcher. All about coin. I'm getting some coin. Think you're gonna sneak up on me. I hear you walking down there. I get up pretty early in the morning to sneak up on me. That's gonna stay up all night. And more. Thank you. Okay. Oh my goodness. That looks painful. I think there's a goodie chest down here. Good old goodie chest. Cross. Hello there. Oh. Pump back. No? Yes. Thank you. What do you got? Gold. And... let's take it all. Why not? I don't usually, but... all this stuff. Base here. Oops. Oh no. There were no ammo. I wasted that. There were no animals to command. Sweet. Seriously? I wanted to put. There you go. Give me my mushroom. Thank you. Okay. Alright, gotta get a little more serious. This next guy, if I remember, memory serves, which doesn't usually, but it does. Oh, yeah. That guy's no slouch. I'm gonna have to take it real careful with this guy. He is no slouch at all. Use my little rinse repeat trick here. Kind of cheesy, but you know what? The game offers the ability to do it, so I'm not gonna feel but so bad. Alright, on these tougher enemies, I don't really have a choice. So, like, if you fire, if your sneak is good enough, if you fire from an advanced position, like I did, you can back away quietly enough you can get out of sight. Usually, whatever enemy is looking for you will only walk as far as from where you actually fired. So, as you can see, when I backed up behind here, he did not walk all the way to where I was. So you want to make sure that you go up a little ways, but you want a clear path to where you can hide. As you can see, once again, I don't want to stick the head too far. Yeah, see? He went up to where I fired the arrow. He walked all the way back, and still, as you can see, my sneak reticle is still not totally flat. So I wouldn't advise moving out of your hiding spot until it's hidden. The other good thing is, even if you're prone, as long as the eye is open, I call it the eye, but as long as the eye is open, until it goes flat, you're steadily gaining sneak points. So it's another good way if you want to just keep having something find you. It's a good way to raise your sneak without doing much. Just kind of like firing an arrow here and there, letting something look for you, and standing in one spot until the sneak thing goes away. So that's why I call it my rinse repeat. It's not the most exciting thing in the world. I admit, probably not to watch, but like I said, with tougher enemies like this, I don't think I have any healing potions. If I do, I don't have a lot. So I can probably do it now, actually. Once you... Ooh, that was a mistake. There we go. Ha. Alright, so I took him down. And what do you got? What have you? Oh, thank you. Nothing bad. Alright, what's in here? Oh, my goodness. See if I can get lucky. It's decent. Oh, wow, I am really bad at this. And it's only in Brenna's lock. How embarrassing. I just got kicked out of the Thieves Club. Alright. The Bleak Falls Sanctum. I think that's my last real enemy until I get to the very end. Quote me on that. Now, two more. I remember this. Yeah. More pendulums. Oh, not very smart. Okay. Chill. Oh, crap. Slow your roll. What are you pointing at? Oh, my goodness. Oh, no, my goodness. Run right into me. Yes. Oh, that was cool. Okay, now. Whoop. Every once in a while. No, why are you carrying that area around? Whoop. Grab it. Once in a while, you win one. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I want you to be down here. Oh, wait, I can burn you up there. Ha. Enjoy fire. Yes, very warm. Comforting you. Come on down here. Come on. Bring your little self down here. Put a little fire in that, bro. What are you? Just cold. Why not? Why not? Alright, is that the end of you guys? I think. Good? Yeah. They all have a little bit of gold on them. And this money. Yeah. Careful. Are you up here? Where is you? What? He's all he needs is a book. Look. It's cute. He's all propped up, his leg kicked up like he's reading some good book. Oh, it made me feel a little bad about killing him. A little bit. Not a lot. I mean, he is an undead skeleton that is elemental and killing anyone who comes in here. If he did have a book, I'd probably kill him. Oh, here we go. Oh, let's take a moment to enjoy this wonderful artwork by the wonderful developers. Speaking of, do I have torch on me? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Let us enjoy the bad graphics version because of VR. The sad thing with PSVR, the graphics. So the computer VR, I think, has a leg up on PlayStation in a big way because the graphics for the PSVR are downgraded. You can definitely tell the difference when you play it just on the screen versus VR. It's still amazing. I mean, like I said, I'm not complaining. It's just you definitely notice quality difference. I'm very blessed to have this. And oh wait. First thing I would do is complain about it. A 1, a 2, a 3. The world may never care. Alright, so let's drop the torch. Alright, so I'm gonna try not to do the rinse repeat with this guy because I think we can be bouncy and jumpy and I do remember this enemy as well. He is not fun. But I think he only comes out when you boom. Whoop. Whoop. Up, 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 up. That's what in the world, man? I need to stop jumping the gun. Oh, there you go. Just got in here. Amethyst, gold. That is soul gem. Damn, I'll take this. Woo. First, yeah, I think I'm gonna not really prepare for this fight. I wonder. Okay, I'm gonna be cheesy here because I really want to die and I realize. I think that's well, yeah. It's stupid. I'm gonna say it's kind of stupid. Let me just make my way out ahead of time. I don't really feel like fighting this guy, to be honest. I'm kind of not in the mood. He's really tough to beat. Of course, we have the mighty music playing. Can I sneak my way out of here? He didn't see me. No, he didn't see me. Huh. Yeah. Alright, see ya. Forgot what I came for. Oh wait, no I didn't. Oh crud, I have to fight him. He's got the Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. I need that eventually too. Woo! The Overlord. Oh, looks like Duralius. Like Bone Duralius. Duralius and no associates. Whoop! That's hard behind. Ooh, no. Hello. I'll be here with this chicken. Don't need to worry about this. Pay no attention to the man behind the brazier. Not the brazier, the brazier. Whoop! Alright, you're behind. Make no mistake. I will kill you. lady. No mercy. Oh. No kill either. Yeah. Look, I was just gonna leave you alive, but you have something. Ooh, and you are ugly, man. Why can't I move you around? I just kicked you. But I can't pick you up and move. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so I have the dragon's den. Bum, 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 bum. Let's get out of this cave. Look at this shrine. I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't need those herbs, but so much I can get other places. No reason to desecrate a nice little shrine. Sword swinging faster than axes. Alright, so we have exited Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess we could hurry up and just turn it in. What's with the... What? Oh, wow. Full of blood. Whoa. I don't think I ever noticed that before. Oh, of course. I just tried to use the spell again that Hey! Hello, little puppy. Oh, well, no, that's a fox. Hello, little fox puppy. Run with me. I will never kill a fox. You're cute. I don't care if I can or not. I won't. I'll kill wolves. I'll kill wolves all day. But not foxes. And not friendly wolves. I mean, well, no, I don't know. Not the, like, pretty wolves that people have as pets. Feral, evil wolves that will kill you. And only in a video game. Well, you get the picture. Oh, I remember you. This is the old crone's hut. Oh, Anise. Sorry. I didn't mean to call you an old crone. Sorry. She looks like a witch. Mary Banner. Who are you? I've never seen... Oh, my goodness. Excuse me. Got a problem? Do you have a problem? You look like you have a problem. If you're aggressive, I can bring it to you. Scavenger. Ugh. Ugh. You all aggressive? Oh no, did I just kill an Imperial? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is your bow better than mine? Ooh, it is quite better than mine. Imperial or not. Winning. Do an arrow too. Yeah, I think I totally just killed an Imperial. Am I in trouble? Probably in trouble. Did not mean to do this. I'm gonna check my, yeah. How much crime is committed? Bounty. Yeah, crime. Here we go. Oh, I don't need bounty. Alright. So he was just some guy who got a rabbit. Oh, I did a service to nature. I'm just gonna go with that. I have a feeling I'm gonna run into something dead, so I better get out of here. Oh, I heard an root. Where are you? There you are. 9 roots. Are you underwater? Not deep enough. Oh, almost. I want to Fish. Go underwater. Okay. Alright. I want to fish. Let me fish. Almost 100. Ooh. There we go. Where's the fish? There's no fish. Oh. Hey, Rob. I am Rob. Look around. Rob the fish. I have been cheated of my fish. I don't think they're open yet. Are they open? Well, I'm on a quest for them, so maybe they'll be there. Let's see. Oh, they're open. Cool. I guess right now they can't afford to stay closed. They need money. You eat a lot of bread and cheese, don't you? You're still there.
The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back to normal.
It's funny you
Don't
mention
let my
that.
sister do anything.
I have
You
to go
found
to
it. There it is. Strange.
Yeah.
It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing,
What are
huh?
you trying to say?
I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
Dude, that is not small. That is huge. That is the biggest claw I've ever seen. Alright, so we accomplished the quest. Excellent. Can we make some apple cabbage stew real quick because I'm very hungry? We can. Apple cabbage stew. Can I make anything else? No, not at the moment. I want some of these steamed mud
Thank
crab
you so
legs.
much for taking care of those thieves.
You're welcome.
The Riverwood Trader is back to the way it used to be.
I know we'll be trading soon. Yeah, but I'm going to call it. Oddly enough, I'm calling it in the same place I called it on the first episode. So thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. All those who did. I didn't see any comments, but so if I missed any, hopefully I can see them afterwards, after I stop the video. But at any rate, I appreciate it, and if you want to leave a comment or smash the like button if you enjoyed yourself, I hope you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.